Sorry, I hit the stop button instead of pause. I'm not a computer person. I tried to tell you all that way early on with this. I'm still not. Where was I at? Oh, why I don't fish this club. And if rumor on the street is correct, I'll go ahead and give an early congratulations. Hopefully you're the one that takes the helm of this club, Mr. Platts. We'll see. I don't know. Not my concern. It's not that I don't care, but it's not my concern. I hope you take over the helm. I expressed to him why I don't support them, and I reminded him for the fact that the first 7 months of me being in that club, there wasn't a bitch or gripe or nothing, and I didn't catch fish and froze to death and all kinds of craziness. Supported them more than I supported my own club that I was trying to start up. Be friendly, be nice. I liked what they had going on. It wasn't until June 23rd last year. That day changed it all. You know, the way it was handled. And I'm glad that day fixed things for people going forward with this club. But to this day, it's never been made right for me. Ever. Period. I explained that to him. And maybe he really got a grasp on it. I spent well north between fuel and entry fees and food, and I did lodge twice. There's 2 times last year I didn't sleep in my truck. But you add it all up, I was probably close to $4,500, $5,000. You know, entry fees, they're not that drastic, but going down to practice and burning gas, I do drive an old truck, big tires, and it burns fuel. Shit ain't cheap. You sink that much money chasing the trail, I don't want to put it. I don't want to use the word courtesy because I don't think that's the right word. But you should, I guess maybe courtesy is the word. Maybe some courtesy should be given. You admitted you made a mistake and you owned it, and you made it right the following tournament for people. Why didn't you ever come back and make it right for me? Ever. Not even tried to. The question won't never get answered. And at this point, I really don't give a shit. I don't want to know the answer. I don't want an apology. You guys did what you did. Then a bunch of you decided to run rampant at the beginning of the year and spat off at the mouth. More power to you. I'm glad that me and Mr. Platts could squash ours. Because I had no issues with the gentleman, and then all of a sudden, it turned into what it turned into. And it is what it is. It's squashed. I'm glad. Me and him moving forward. I hope to see him in Guntersville in November. And this is me saying this out loud on the World Wide Web for everybody to see. Bring that $250 that you won. Put it back in your pocket for November. Me and you gonna have a side bet in Guntersville. Again, that's fair water. Couple new things. Since the sinking, the kayak is completely put back together. Everything electronic I had that day, I lost. I mean, the battery still worked, but when I finally went to charge the battery is when it killed the battery. So yeah, lost the battery, lost the fish finder, lost the controls, lost the motor, lost my phone. All because somebody wanted to tamper with my plug and be a smartass. Well, again, karma's going to give you years, or I may personally give you years before I leave this planet. That's still undecided. I don't do things through the police. I just don't. I'm an old school cat. But I know who you are, and I'll deal with it when I'm ready to. On a lighter note, the Muddy Masters thing, I was always scared to go fish them because of all the boaters and everything. Man, I had the time of my life. That was fun. Oh my God, was that fun. It's neat going. It's always, to me, it's more fun competing against guys in boats in the little Thursday nighters or Wednesday nighters or the Muddy Master tournament, to be the kayak guy zooming around against a bunch of boats in a body of water seeing who can catch the biggest fish. That's a fun time. You know, it's a one fish, big fish challenge. Now, the 26 is a 3 fish, which I'm good with that. I caught 3 fish on that one that I entered that day. And then I found out it was a single fish and I cut 2 of them loose. So I know I can keep 3 alive, so I am definitely going to enter that Muddy Master tournament again and see if I can better my 3rd place for the first time I entered it. If you like fishing for mudfish, be down there on the 26th and be there early in the morning. I mean, like 5:30 with money in hand, because that place fills up quick, and it's first come first serve. You get your cash in, you're in. You get there late and the spots are filled, and they're filled. I don't think they're going to let extra boats on it. I don't think they can, to be honest with you. And for those that fish Dahoo, understand Dahoo is now under the same rules and regulations as Weetee as far as some kind of conservation land, or I can't think of the word. I'm drawing a blank on it, but they're under that same deal now. Georgetown County still will keep up with the road and the ramp, but the land is being managed by the state. That's, I guess, what I want to say. Other than that, man, I've just been focused on keeping my customers happy and fishing a little bit for fun. I have yet to get my happy putt in Reynolds Inlet in the salt water and start putting fish in on that side of the Grand Strand Fishing Rodeo, but I assure you, it's coming. I'm coming. I see them names on them leaderboards. I'm coming. The old fat kid that grew up here and has kayaked these waters a bunch is coming. I don't know if I can knock some of your numbers out of first place, though, boys. Some of y'all got some nice numbers. But we'll give it a try. We'll see what we can get. No crazy dog. What, you want to be in TV? Come on. The attack dog wants to say hi. Now, this little sucker in Arkansas, I had to buy a life jacket for it because the water's so clear on the Elk River where I fish that this idiot would dive out of the kayak and try to catch fish underwater. Finally put a life jacket on her to end that. Yeah, she's a maniac. All right, Harley, you're out. I hope all have had a good summer. Hope everybody was safe for the 4th. The end of summer holidays and the fall stuff is coming. Y'all just be mindful, especially if you're here in Horry County, Myrtle Beach. Be mindful of all these goofy people zooming around in golf carts in places they should not be. Be mindful. It doesn't, a car versus one of them, they don't stand a chance. More than likely it's going to be their fault for being somewhere they shouldn't be, but still, you're going to be the person behind the wheel that has to live with it. So be mindful. I wish our county would make some damn laws to make these idiots where if they got out on 17, even for the 90 seconds they're on 17 business, that their golf cart would automatically be impounded with a $1,000 get out of jail free card. Maybe one day our county will wake up and do something like that before some toddler gets killed on a golf cart because their jackass parents decided to come out of Ocean Lakes and shoot down 17 business, or up I-44 2 miles to the major Walmart instead of the one right across the road from, which they're not allowed on 544 at all to begin with. Whole nother story. I won't get started on that. Do want to show one thing. Finally, I've been wanting this sucker for a long time, and they're pretty expensive. And I'm a type 1. Palmetto State Armory has them marked way, way down. I am a Z-Man nut. Everybody knows that. I have many different colors of the Zinkers. Different places, different colors. But overall, peanut butter jelly's the winner. And yeah, no, I love my Z-Man about as much as Mr. Donald Miller does. I will rep them all the way through. Kind of like your shirt I'm wearing. Huck. I will rep them all the way through. Why? They're actual natives of South Carolina that started businesses in South Carolina and support South Carolinians. That's why I rep them. And they're great products. Both of them. Can't beat them. They catch fish. Proven time after time after time. Whether it's chatterbait, zinker worm, any of the trailers with the big red-eyed jig, saltwater, freshwater, don't make a rip, man. Z-Man catches fish, point blank. With that, I'm going to call it a night. Hope everybody has a great rest of the summer. I am going to make another video here or there. Why you're not getting live fish videos is, I'm glad I won that. Or I did a horse trade for that little tactical fish camera thing. Harley, shush. Because if I'd have paid what they're asking on the internet for one of them, I'd have been mad. The thing that holds the SD card in, the little clip in there, broke. So the SD card won't stay in and it won't record. Garbage. I'm saving. I'm not buying a new GoPro because everybody on the internet says it's junk. I'm looking at a different camera that I put up on my Facebook feed. If any of y'all have used that one that I put up on my Facebook feed, get in touch with me. Let me know what you think about it. I'm definitely not using the new GoPro. It looks like junk. I'll get you some fishing videos. Y'all be cool. Good night.